Hello gamers and welcome back. Welcome back to another Heroes of the Storm guide, and this one will be for none other than Tychus. Now, although I have already made a guide for this particular hero, I wasn't very pleased with how it came out, and it wasn't really very professional, let's say. So the best choice was to revisit the guide again and improve it a little bit. So I really hope you will enjoy this video, and without further ado, let's hop right into it. So Tychus is a big man with a big gun, and what he is that he's a ranged assassin, and as such his skills specialize him in dishing out a lot of damage, providing him some ground control, survivability and sustain with the right skill choices. Also guys, please keep in mind that this guide is by no means a mandatory skill list. It's my personal preference from my experience with this character from levels 1 to 10, is what I have found to be most best, let's say, all around for him. But obviously your playstyle may vary, so at least you could take some ideas of how to improve your build. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. Alright, so Tychus starts off with his trait, which is called minigun. What minigun states is that Tychus, before he starts firing with his auto attacks, he first needs to round up his minigun, which has a little bit of a delay of approximately 1 or 1.5 seconds. And that's something particular about Tychus that sometimes needs a little bit of getting used to. Tychus' Q is called Overkill. It's a targeted spell that deals a significant amount of damage to the primary target and a lesser amount of damage and a cone around the main target, to all around enemies. Also, in last 5 seconds, Tychus can reactivate the skill to select a new target, and also you can use all the skills while channeling. This is a very nice skill just because it gives Tychus that very much needed mobility when chasing or when retreating.
You drew blood there.
Tychus' W is called Frag Grenade. Tychus throws a grenade, damaging and knocking enemies back. The effectiveness of this skill can be further upgraded via talents, and I personally use this skill for the ground control that it offers mainly, upgrading the appropriate characteristic on the appropriate level. Moving on to the talents, at level 1 you have two viable options. You could choose Dash if you wanted to boost his mobility, his survivability a little bit, but the definite choice for me are the armor piercing rounds, just because it increases the damage of your overkill by 20%. Now at level 4 you have three viable options here. You could choose Spray and Pray if you want to increase the range of your overkill. You could choose Focus Attack if you want to score more critical hits, and you could use Vampiric Attack if you want to have some life leech back. Now, after a lot of playtests, I used to take the critical talent, but after that I found out that the sustain that you get from the vampiric attacks it's actually huge. Just because Tychus has the fastest attack speed in the game, the life that he gains back from these vampiric attacks, it's actually an amazing bonus. It allows you to stay in lane a lot more, giving you huge sustain. It allows you to win duels a lot easier, let's say, just because you have that life back, and also in team fights you are a little bit less squishy. But ultimately the choice is up to you, depending on your playstyle. So at level 7 the best skill to take for our build is the Rapid Fire trait, and what it does is that after firing continually with your auto attacks for 3 seconds you gain even more increased attack speed by 50%. So not only you get a nice chunk of damage, increasing your DPS from that, but combined with your vampiric attack, the health that you get back from the talent is quite noticeable. So moving forward to the important level 10, we have actually two options. We have the Laser Drill and an Odin. Now the problem that I have found with the Laser Drill is that at level 10 it has way too short of a range. And since the team fights in this game are actually quite very mobile, it's very easy for the team fight to move away from the range of the Laser Drill. Now at level 20 this is not a problem, since the Laser Drill gets huge range, but until then it is a problem, and for me at least. And so the best option for me is the Odin, since it gives you an extra life bar that can save you from sticky situations. It has huge damage with the nuclear strikes at level 20 and with all the other skills. And actually it's very nice for pushing and also very good for in the team fights. So as an ultimate you can't go wrong with it. If you can make the laser drill work, go for it, but generally in most situations the order will be a lot more useful. Now moving on to level 13, we have two important choices to make. We could choose Giant Killer for more damage for our auto attacks versus champions, or we could use Steam Pack that increases attack speed and movement speed for 3 seconds after using Run and Gun. The slow could also be an option if you want to stick to the targets better when using overkill, but personally I have found that the Steam Pack has a lot more uses and actually you can use it in many more situations. You can use it offensively to increase your movement speed and attack speed to stick on an enemy, or you can use it defensively to gain some movement speed while you're trying to escape. Now, having arrived at level 16, one could argue that the talent load is the better one to take. But from my experience, I have found out that the ground control that you get from the concussion grenade, which increases the knockback of the effect of the grenade by 100%, is actually the better choice to take. It has proven useful in many situations for me. If you can aim your grenade correctly, you can bounce your enemies towards you or away from you, so you can block the escape of the enemies, bring them close to your allies, or you can push them away and create the distance that you need in order to escape. This talent makes the grenade a powerful tool, very important for the kit of Tychus for the endgame. Alright, so here we are at level 20. Now, of course, depending on what ultimate you have chosen, you will upgrade that one, of course. Like I said, if you can use well enough the laser, go for it, take it. At level 20 it has huge range and huge DPS. But I have found out that all those nice bonuses that the laser has at level 20, they come too little too late, just because games don't tend to last very long after level 20. So you need a good ultimate to turn the tide of the battle in sooner levels, right? So what I'm trying to say is that if Thor was good enough at level 10, at level 20 he's even more amazing. Just because he can fire the nuclear missiles from a very long ranges that do humongous amounts of damage in our spaces, and you can shield the core very well. Auto attacks hit like a truck, and his kills too. So there's nothing not to love with Thor. So guys, thank you very much for joining me. I really hope you enjoyed this guide. I really hope it was informative and entertaining for you. Please don't forget to throw a like if you like this video. These guides require a lot of work and many hours in order to make them, but I enjoy making them for you guys. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more HotS videos, and I will see you next time. Goodbye guys.